Hello and welcome to the weekly process. We're processing life one week at a time. And this week we're going to look at the feeling of anxiety that we can sometimes have on a Sunday evening and whether or not to avoid it or tackle it. So last week we looked at worries and how avoidance can keep the worry going. And Sunday night anxiety can be quite similar to that. So, what we can try to do is just sort of distract from the things that are on our mind, distract ourselves from that Sunday feeling, um, and just hope it goes away, really. But then it does probably sometimes, doesn't it? But then other times, that feeling can still be with us, and sometimes we can have a bit of a bad night's sleep on Sunday night because as you start to quieten down and start to try and go to sleep, that can be the time when your brain sort of throws up all those things that you've been trying to distract yourself from. So, if that sounds like anything that you've been through or that you struggle with or find happens to you on a Sunday, then what I'd like to invite you to do is to use this session as an alternative to that avoidance. So, what you can do is you can use the writing sessions here to tackle those things that might be on your mind or that you might know are on your mind, instead of distracting and avoiding them. So, the session is going to be no longer than, say, 25 minutes all in, but the writing sessions in total are 14 minutes split into two 7-minute writing sessions. So it's not very long. And if you can actually give yourself this time to focus on all those things that you've been distracting from, you might find that they're off your mind for the rest of the day and night. And hopefully, you will have a better night's sleep on Sunday night because you don't have those things coming back into your mind because you've already dealt with them. So, in this first session, what we're aiming to do is just get everything out onto the page. So, just write about anything that is on your mind, either from the past week or the things that are kind of on your mind present for what you might be facing in the week to come, or a combination of both of those things. Just get it all out onto the page. Try and keep writing past the point when you first want to stop. So the first session is 5 minutes, and then there'll be a 2-minute session to sort of wind down. In total, it's 7 minutes. So get everything out onto the page, and I'll see you on the other side. See you in a few minutes. Hello, how was that? Did you have things come up for you that surprised you that you were writing about? So let's just check in with ourselves before we go into the processing session where we process what we have offloaded there. So hopefully you're sat down at the moment with feet on the floor. Let's just take a big breath in and then we're going to let it out like a big sigh. So big breath in and let it out like a big sigh. Letting go of any tension as you do that. Big breath in, out like a big sigh. Trying to let go of any tension. And one more of those. Big breath in, let it out like a big sigh. Okay. So in our next session, which is also 7 minutes long, split into 5 minutes and 2 minutes, what we are going to do is we are going to process what we have offloaded. And what that means is to reflect on what you have written there, follow the thread of something that you're curious about, something that you want to know more about. Maybe ask yourself questions about that, any patterns that you've noticed, whether or not that has happened before. Just follow the thread and keep writing. And if you feel like you've fully finished with that one, then go back and choose another thing that you're curious about, or that you want to know more about, or you want to reflect on in some way. And again, try and keep writing past the point at which you feel like you stop. It's in those moments when you push past that and you try to write down to a deeper level that you can get a bit more insight into what's happening, and you kind of write at that deeper level. Sometimes that means you have to write, "Oh, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. Oh God, oh God." Sometimes you have to write that to get down to that deeper level, and that's okay. Just do that. Write whatever you need to until you find something else is coming. And again, just follow the thread of something that you're curious about from what you've offloaded, and you'll find that you are then just writing to a deeper level. You'll be reflecting on and processing that. So I'll see you in 7 minutes. Okay, let's go. Hello, welcome back. Okay, so we're at the end of our offloading and processing session today. So, how did that go for you? I wonder if you were surprised by any of the things that came up or any of the things that you wrote about there. Wonder if you felt that you got some more insights on any of the things that came up for you, and whether you feel like you know a bit more about those things than you did at the start of the session. So that's it for today. And I hope that you found that process helpful. And if you did, how about doing that next week as well and trying that? You can come to this session and use this live session as the time when you do yours, or just sit down and give yourself 15 minutes, split into two 7-minute sessions to offload and then process the week. All right, so that's it for this week, and I will see you next Sunday.